A couple of days ago, we showed you guys the Pando Moto Skin CE approved, abrasion resistant and protective leggings. And just to confirm what impeccable taste you guys have, that video proved really popular. So we're going to show you the other part of this two-piece, which is the Shell top. And this is essentially exactly the same idea as those leggings, but in a top form. Now, again, this is not completely new in the sense that just like Botex before the Pando Moto skins we showed you the other day, they already had an abrasion resistant and armoured top. But in the words of one of the heads of our web content team here the other day, that fit like a potato sack. This one is a blend of lycra and Dyneema. So first up, it's Dyneema rather than Kevlar, therefore it's thinner. The lycra blend makes it much more comfortable, lighter weight, far less heat insulating and therefore better for warm weather riding. Just more form fitting and generally nicer to wear in every single way. Plus the price is pretty competitive at £209, but most crucially and importantly of all, this is an actually CE approved garment to level A. So there are various different levels of CE approval. You get C and you get B, believe it or not. We don't hear too much about those, but that's where a garment is only either impact protective or abrasion resistant, but not the other. But level A means it is both impact and abrasion resistant in the same way that a jacket would be. And that's what we have here with the Shell top. Now, Knox came out with the Urbane Pro, which was the killer product from last year, which is essentially the same idea again, but that was something that genuinely was wearable as an outer jacket as well as an underlayer that is armoured. This one really is more of an armoured underlayer. I can't see that you'd be wanting to go down the road looking like you're wearing a morph suit with something as skin tight as this, unless you're very bold and very body confident. But this is a jacket fundamentally in all ways except for the way it feels. So this means that you can wear this underneath anything you want. So if you're wearing this with the leggings that go with it, that's just to reiterate the skins, you can check that out in the other video review, and you have the Shell top, then you are fully armoured and fully abrasion resistant from here to your toes, basically. So that means that you can wear whatever you want over it, and because of this wonderful use of lycra in the majority of these garments, you're going to find that it doesn't take up too much space and you're probably going to be able to wear your normal jeans and your normal favourite top, whatever that might be, or jacket, and still be fully protected. Form-fitting protection is the way to go if you want the absolute best when it comes to things like armour, so having these is really genuinely a good option. And of course, it's universal, so these don't apply to just urban riders, or this doesn't apply to someone that has a specific look in mind, because you can wear whatever the hell you want over these garments. So it's really a very good idea and all motorcyclists would benefit from it. So just like the skins we showed you, this one has the same features. So you have the majority of lycra running through places like the front. You have ventilation on the underarms, down the inside of the arms to get extra airflow so it doesn't overheat despite the additional layer that you would otherwise wear. And you also get included with the price at £209, CE level 1 approved armour in the shoulders and in the elbows. That's removable, it's nice and easy to take in and take out, and it's very, very thin line and form fitting. So again, it's armour that is not intrusive and doesn't add too much to the bulk, or at least as little as it possibly could do. There is also a pocket in the back, so you can optionally upgrade. Thinking it's around £35. We've just literally received notification that the back armour has arrived, so we don't have it here to show you. That's slightly different to the elbow and shoulders. It's a little bit more of a foam number, but it's designed specifically by Pando Moto to fit this precisely. So you need to get this exact one. There will be a link on the product page over at urbanrider.co.uk. Now when it comes to the sizing, this is listed that a large would be a 42, and I am just under a 42. And actually, I prefer the medium, because this is a lycra garment, it's very forgiving, and I think that if I had gone medium or large, if I'd ordered blind online, either of them would be absolutely fine. But the medium is very forgiving, and because it's a form-fitting lycra underlayer, my preference is to get it as snug as I can get away with. I've still got full range of movement here in the medium. It's really comfortable and it basically fulfills the purpose for me spot on. So my philosophy with something like an armoured underlayer like this is go as small as you can. So if you're borderline, you can definitely size down, would be my summary of the size guide, but otherwise just stick to it and you're very unlikely to go wrong. The size guide and all external dimensions, by the way, again over at urbanrider.co.uk. So the only slight potential weakness that's been highlighted here by one of my colleagues is the fact that there's not a way to connect these up to make it sort of a one-piece type garment via a connection zipper or anything similar to that. But this does extend quite far down below the waistline, and then the skins also come up quite nicely. So I think you're going to have quite a good area of overlap, so it's unlikely to leave any areas exposed that you would want to be covered and protected with the wonderful abrasion resistance that these offer. So given the use of Dyneema in here, Dyneema is something that is essentially stronger and it's lighter weight than Kevlar, which is a more commonly used aramid fibre, which is what we saw in the Botex garment equivalent. But just to reiterate, the Botex one was never CE approved. And they did a variant called their Elite, which came with a Dyneema blend, and that was nearer to £300, whereas this is nearer to £200 in at £209. So again, I think Pando, what they've done here for the price is certainly fair. And like I said with the skins video, I think they've made this the very best type of this garment that it can be. Even the logo for me works really well. The black is just the color you want, and it fits and feels really nice indeed. So any questions, comments, thoughts or feedback, as always, please leave that in the section below, and do stay tuned for more video reviews of the world's finest riding gear. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you're staying safe out there, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.